Hello everyone, this is Priyadarshini from Nursing Next Live, your faculty for adult health nursing. So I have came with a very important announcement for today. What is it? It is the grand launch of your Plan C Plus Prime Edition exclusively in English language, targeting the English audience. Right? So today we are going to explore completely about what is available in Plan C Plus Prime Edition of English and what are all the new features. So this time we have n number of new features which is going to highlight and make your preparation journey even more strengthened. So we will explore all the important new contents and new features which is available with the plan. So before exploring the plan, let's have a short glimpse about your NORCET 9.0. We are very happy and privileged to announce this time we had a 90% strike rate. What does it mean by strike rate? Like these questions which have came in NORCET 9.0 are directly from the pool. And this data is clearly collected from the students and it is a very validated data, right? So with the same legacy, here you can see the questions which are directly from the pool. So these are the strike from your fast track 9.0. Right? So the direct questions which has came from the fast track 9.0 discussion from Sakshi ma'am's class and from Dr. Ankit Goyal's class. So these are the highlighting factors, and again you can see in strike from fast track 9.0 English, which was taken by Ms. Priyadarshini from Muthukumaran and even to add more value from our test series, questions are directly asked. Right? This is a very important thing that you people have to note. And again, from the prediction series and everything, we have n number of questions which were directly from our pool. So this is something which is very important to note. So that's how we do the trend analysis and keep the MCQs so closely related with the current exam patterns, right? Yes. So here you have this mini test. Mini test are very important component where we are going to have the test completely on an important high yield topic, and the questions were directly from the mini test as well, and you can see the questions as well. And the mini test questions of ICDS, your dosage of zinc are directly from our pool. Yes. With the same N2, we are very happy to announce the top rankers of your NORCET 9.0. And the most important thing is we had 1,000 plus selections in the NORCET 9.0 which has been came over, right? And we are very happy to introduce Pooja Biswas, who ranked All India rank 2, and Ruchita Patel, All India rank 3, and Dinesh, All India rank 6, and Mayur Rana, All India rank 9, and Harshit Gurjar, All India rank 10. And we have a very good number of selections exclusively from the Plan C Plus English edition as well. And we are very proud of you, my dear children, who have got selected and who are always in close interaction with me in all the mentorship programs, right? And we had good number of selections from NNL Academy as well. Yes. So better, you can hear their stories directly from them, right? So here we have these success stories of NORCET 9.0 of the English audience who has scored very good rank. For example, Dominic has scored 23, the All India rank of 23, which is a very good rank, and that was his first attempt, and he was sharing all his stories with us, which is very interactive, and all other students also shared their own stories and personal perspectives and how they approach the paper and all the strategies they have been explaining in their success stories explanation. So you can have a quick review on that also. So next, the other success stories of all the achievers have been there available so that you can directly see their feedback and reviews and what they actually feel. Everything is expressed there. So next, these are the important feedbacks which have been received for Plan C Plus Platinum Edition of the English. Yes. And here, Nursing Next Live is always so different. From the time you take the admission till you give your examination, we are there to help you out in all the aspects. So we were physically present all over India in all the important nursing exam centers, and we were supporting our subscribers, and we are wishing all the best for their better performance in the examination. Yes. So coming back to the true trailer, right? So the people who are targeting NORCET 10.0, this video is exclusively for you people. So first and foremost thing, who are all eligible for NORCET 10.0 examination, or specifically to the NORCET examination? So first and foremost is you have to be a candidate who have completed your BSc nursing. And the most important thing you have to remember, you need not have any form of experience to be an examinee, right? And you should have definitely registered in the State Nursing Council, which is affiliated with the INC of your degree. Next, for the people who have completed GNM, they should have a minimum of 2 years of experience, 2 years of clinical experience in a minimum 50-bedded hospital, which is very, very important for them to give the examination. And if you are a candidate who has completed the GNM and you have given your post-basic BSc nursing, then you are directly eligible for giving the examination. This is very, very important to note. So next is the NORCET 10.0's tentative date. The most important thing you have to notice, the tentative date of the NORCET 10.0 is April 11th, 2026. So you have very good amount of time. So here you have to classically make a wise decision of what you want, how you're going to strategically prepare. So that is the most important decision you have to take in this period, because you have ample amount of time. So this is a very crucial phase in order to make a perfect decision. So yes, we are very happy to announce Plan C Plus Prime English Edition, which is going to be exclusively in English language. And we have various important new features in this plan, as I said you. And we are also coming up with the iOS version also, which is again an add-on value for the plan. So let's explore everything. Like, we are coming with a new interface. What is meant by a new interface? Making the app more user-friendly. Even a fresher can able to approach the content so easily. That is a new interface where we are making the app so user-friendly and easy for everyone to use it in a very efficient manner. And you all know that we have conceptual classes, conceptual practice, and we have fast track classes, crash courses. One of the important element, an additional element which is going to add so much value to the plan. We are going to discuss everything in detail in the future slides. Then we have your CBVAT. What is your CBVAT? That is your concept-based video assessment test. Once you see the mastermind lectures, you're going to give these tests, which is where the questions are going to be directly from the videos, and you're going to test yourself how efficiently you have watched that video, how efficient is your understanding, right? So next we have your strike and prediction series for NORCET 10.0 and 11.0, which is again one of the most important new feature. Then your Margdarshak by Margdarshak session, which is again the most important new feature which we're going to explore in detail. And the central test follow-up department, which means it is not only you're giving the test, we are going to have a proper follow-up whether you are giving the test properly or not. If you're not going to do it, we are going to motivate you and we are going to stay connected with you on this cases. So next is your all queries. Like any form of scientific queries or whatever queries you have, you're going to be addressed so easily and effectively. Yes, the core features of your Plan C Plus Prime Edition. First and foremost, as I said you, the conceptual classes, as you all know, the mastermind lectures we have, which is recorded in all the subjects for the effective preparation. This will be your conceptual base, or the most important part of theoretical foundation will be built by this conceptual classes, which is by your mastermind faculties. Then we have the conceptual practice. That is the combination of your both plan QBank, like the 15,000 questions which is present in the QBank, and along with that the strike 2.0. The strike 1.0, the strike series which we had for NORCET 9.0, which had created a very great impact for the students who have appeared for NORCET 9.0. This, with the same highlighting impact, the strike 2.0 is also going to be the great hit. Then we have the conceptual learning and revision with NORCET Rapido Crash Course. This is a very, very important feature which is available in Plan C Plus English Edition, Prime Edition, which means this time along with the recorded lectures, in the last 3 months, starting from Jan, you're going to have this NORCET Rapido crash course. Every day you're going to have class for the last 3 months, and every day is 4 hours of class in the evening, and that too, it is going to be a live component. So directly you can interact with the faculties, ask your doubts, and directly you can connect with us, right? So it is very, very important and highlighting feature where you are going to get from Plan C+ Prime Edition. Then you have the fast track classes, like you will be having the recorded fast track lectures of your NORCET 9.0 and the national pre-NORCET test. This is a national level test which is happening, where you're going to analyze yourself, where you stand among all the population. Next is your updated and new content. This is the most important feature, right? Medicine, nursing, healthcare profession is always complex and always tend to change from day one to the next day and next day, right? Each and every day innovations come. The same way, to keep you all in the most updated form, we are going to come up with this updated new content in foundation, in surgery, in pediatrics, in medicine, in your community health nursing, and in your nursing education, management and research. We are going to upload exclusive new contents with all the important new updates, which is going to have a good track for your preparation, right? So next is your prediction series for your NORCET 10.0 prelims and mains. This is again one of the most important highlighting component, why I am telling it. So last time we have conducted for NORCET 9.0, we have conducted n number of prediction series targeting the important subjects. So the questions which were discussed in prediction series were directly appearing in the examination, which is something a very, very highlighting concept. So the questions which we are expecting, which we are predicting, that are appearing in the examination is very, very important point you people have to note. That's how this test stand alone, right? So next is your doubt sessions integrated with crash course. Yes, whenever you are having this live classes, you're going to directly interact with the faculty and you're going to ask your doubts, and you're going to get the instant solutions for that. And faster query resolution through customer care desk from your relationship manager end. So this is also one of the most important core feature. Next is KYS, which is very, very mandatory within the subscription, and orientation program by the relationship managers. Then you will be having a CPAT, that is your comprehensive pre-assessment test, right? Before going into the actual plan, you're going to analyze where you stand and what is your level of knowledge for the nursing competitive examination. That will be analyzed by your comprehensive pre-assessment test. So next is updates on upcoming classes and important tests. We will be having a separate group, and where you will be getting regular updates on what are the live classes, what are the test series which are live. So you'll be always in direct contact and touch with us. So next is central test follow-up and progress review. This is one of the most highlighting feature, because many of the students, you might intentionally or unintentionally miss the test series or to give test, right? So here we are going to have a proper follow-up of whether you are giving the test properly or not, and your progress of the test will also be analyzed. Next is analysis of national NORCET skill assessment test. Then your live doubt sessions, express query services, interacting with the toppers, and your Margdarsha by Margdarshan session. This is again a very, very important point. Like, when you want to ask a doubt, you're a student who is preparing for the NORCET examination, and when you directly ask a doubt, or you're going to ask for the strategies to the person who have already cleared the examination, this is going to add so much value, because he was the one who has given the real examination and who has cleared it and who has already working as a nursing officer in AIIMS. So he himself knows all the strategies, which is very lively within him, right? So you're going to directly interact with those students. We are going to be the connecting people with them, and you're going to connect with them directly, and you're going to interact with them, and you're going to ask your doubts directly to them, and they will be giving the solutions for your problems. Next is feedback and surveys and extra learning with the help of all the new contents. Yes. The four-way approach, first is watch and learn, which enhances your understanding. All the theoretical concepts, all the theoretical base works, you will be strengthened by watching the mastermind lectures. Then you have practice and prepare with the help of the Q bank and test series. You're going to practice all the things. Why this is very important? As you all know, the competitive exam, like NORCET, it is not asking any form of long answer question or short answer question. It is an MCQ examination. To attempt an MCQ paper, you need certain analytical and critical thinking skill, which can be attained only out of practice. It is not one skill that is going to come in day one, right? Or when you're going to study everything, you are mugging up everything and you are very much clear in all the theoretical aspect. But if you lack in practice, it is not going to help you out in your actual examination, because it is it is an MCQ examination. So for approaching these examination, a proper practice of this MCQs is very much mandatory. That's where you have this practice and prepare with the help of your question bank and your test series. Next is revise and retrieve. As you all know, the last minute revision, getting in touch with all the content before going for actual examination, is one of the most important part, right? So how we are going to do it? The last minute revision with the help of your fast track videos, which is available for all the subjects. And next, that is your crash course, your NORCET Rapido crash course, the exclusive 3-month live class, which you're going to have with the masterminds and subject experts, which is going to strengthen your revision even more in the better way. Next is guidance and counseling. You're going to receive personalized guidance by Margdarshas, by the batch mentor. Like you can directly connect with me anytime and you can ask your doubts and ask, if you want, you can ask the strategies and you can ask whatever you want to me, so that I can help you out in the betterment of your preparation journey. So next, what all you get? First, as you all know, the conceptual classes by masterminds. Next is your conceptual learning and revision, and your conceptual practice and your conceptual revision, right? So next, yes, here is the most important slide. As I'm telling you, conceptual learning by masterminds with the help of mastermind lectures. So first and foremost, you have to know what is conceptual classes. These are theoretical classes which is available in the recorded form, and these are from the top faculties of India, that is in the recorded format. So you're going to learn from them and you're going to expand your knowledge so greatly. So first and foremost is we have 600 plus hours of your conceptual classes, which is available in the recorded form, and you people have to sit and study with the help of those recorded lectures based upon your preference, subject preference. You can start watching one subject and you're going to complete it. On side by side, you're going to make your own handwritten notes for the last minute revision. So again, 250 hours of updated content will be added in the respective subjects as it is given. Yes, 250 hours of updated content with the current trends is going to be updated in the app in the recorded form. Exclusively, it is going to be available in your adult health nursing, medicine, in your community health nursing, in your foundation, and in your surgery and pharmacology. So next is 70 plus hours of new content in nursing education, nursing research and management as well. Even though these are minor subjects, but they, in the competitive examinations, 1 or 2 mark is making a drastic difference. So it is very, very important to learn everything. And 60 plus hours of aptitude and reasoning classes. Next, in conceptual learning and revision, here where you have to note it very importantly that we have 3 months NORCET Rapido crash course that is going to be exclusively in a live format, right? It is going to be the live class, evening class, 4 hours per day. And what you're going to do in that? First is one-liner discussion, right? 4 hours you will be having the subjective 1000 plus one-liner discussion in all the major subjects, and followed by you will be having a subject-wise test, and followed by you're going to have the test and discussion as well. So this is one of the most important feature you can get, like not only about revising and revising and revising. Post revision you're giving a test, and after that test you are going to have a discussion about that test, and whenever you make an error in the test, everything will be traced out and you will be analyzing how to attempt a paper, right? So next is 321 plus hours of live HYT one-liner discussion covering major subjects, as I said you, and 2000 plus MCQs will be discussed. So exclusively, to be very specific, we'll be having 321 hours of live classes which is integrated with your HYT one-liners, that is the high yield topic one-liners, which are classically scrutinized from the NORCET analysis, and you're going to have 2000 plus MCQs which is going to be discussed in live, and then and there you can interact with us and ask your queries instantly, right? This is one of the most important highlighting feature, right? Yes. Next is your conceptual practice. As I said, you are preparing for the nursing competitive examination. So it is very, very important to have a better practice to develop the analytical and critical thinking skill in order to reject the distractors and identifying the correct answer. So first and foremost, we have 15,000 plus subject-wise, topic-wise questions in the Plan Q Bank, which is going to be exclusively free for you people or the Plan C subscribers. So 5,000 questions in monthly test, right, that we termed as Strike 2.0. Strike 2.0 is a combination of n number of tests, that is your mini test, subject-wise test, your grand test for prelims and mains. Everything is compiled under your Strike 2.0. So in Strike 2.0, what we have? Let us be very specific. So 22 comprehensive subject assessment test. So this 22 comprehensive subject assessment test, once you're going to complete the complete syllabus of anatomy, once you watch the complete mastermind video of anatomy, then you're going to give the CSAT, right? And you're going to analyze what are all the strengthening topics, what are all the weak topics, which of the system you need a review and you have to study, that you will be analyzing, right? That is your comprehensive subject assessment test. In 22 numbers you're going to have, and each test is going to have 100 MCQs, which is very, very specific to that particular subject. So in total, you will be covering around 2,200 MCQs, right? Yes. So next is your 28 mini tests covering 500 questions created to cover short topics. Mini tests are very, very important part because you'll be having 20 MCQs in ECG, exclusively in ECG, and 20 MCQs exclusively in graphs, where you will be going to explore all kind of graph like ETCO2 graph, your research related graph, your types of fever related graph, all the graphs is going to be there. So that is a different approach to learning where you are not missing out anything. So specifically for most important high yield topics, you will be having mini test. It is very, very important to know about the mini test. Next is 14 grand test you have, that is in the real time pattern of your AIIMS NORCET examination, which is going to be for the prelims and mains. In this 14, 7 examination is going to be for the prelims pattern and rest 7 is going to be in the exclusive mains pattern, where you're going to have a real time experience about your examination before going for the actual examination. And this will be available in the CBT test form also. You can directly go to the website and you can attempt the examination. Next is your conceptual practice and continuation, that is 5 image-based tests. The trend of image-based questions keep on increasing. So we are in the point that we have to increase the test numbers in the image-based. So 5 image-based tests covering 200 questions from the clinical subjects are added, and 6 clinical-based tests. What does it mean by clinical-based test? Exclusively, like the trend is changing. In spite of theoretical questions or direct memory based questions, nowadays the questions are coming in the clinical based manner, right? It's testing your clinical skills, clinical scenario based question. So it is very, very important to have a practice on CBQs, that is your clinical based questions, right? So you have 6 clinical based questions covering scenario based questions, where you're going to have an idea about how to approach the scenario based questions as well. So next is 2 video-based questions for better clinical understanding and exposure, and 70 to 80 hours of clinical question discussions. So again, we are going to have the clinical question-based discussion with the subject experts, where you are going to learn completely about how you are going to approach the clinical-based questions. Next is the most important highlighting feature, that is the NORCET recall in practice and review mode. What is the NORCET recall? It is a previous year paper. which is the combination of both your prelims and mains, you have from NORCET 1.0 till the current paper, NORCET 9.0, is also available for you in the app for practicing as well as for reviewing. Here you're going to see all the MCQs of the previous year and you're going to study from them, and each and every MCQ is going to have its respective correct answer rational as well as the distractor rational. So it will be the combination of power pack learning from the previous year papers. The most important factor, like as a mentor of NORCET, what I would like to suggest is, it is very, very important to see the recall papers. Once you see the recall papers only, you can come to the idea. Like if you start from NORCET 1.0, if you see 6.0 paper and 7.0 paper, there will be a difference. The approach of the paper, the mindset of the question developer, you can see the change. That's how you have to analyze things from the recall paper. That's how the knowledge you will be getting from the recall papers. So it is very, very important to have a view of all the papers, to analyze the paper, how the trends are changing in NORCET examination, you can able to analyze, and that's how we come with the prediction series, right? So 10 special GTs, you have special grant test, that is 5 prelims pattern CBT with national level ranking before the prelims exam, and 5 mains pattern CBT with national level ranking. So this 10 special GTs, that is going to be available for you, and in that you're going to have a national ranking, like where you're going to stand in the overall examination from all over Indian audience. So to analyze yourself where you stand, this test is going to be one of the important key. Next, you have national level test before the examination, that is the 2 national pre-NORCET test, both one in prelims and one in mains you will be having, in order to have a real-time experience of your actual NORCET examination. So while giving this much of practice, while exploring this much of questions, do you people think something which is going to be coming out of this? Definitely not. And when I had an interaction with one of the Plan C subscriber who have successfully cleared his examination also, he was technically telling me like, ma'am, the NNL's Q bank is so tough and it is so difficult, so that when I was sitting in NORCET 9.0 mains, it was very easy for me, because I have seen all the tough questions, all the tactical critical thinking questions which I have seen, and NORCET 9.0 paper is not that much tough for me. This was his open statement was given, and you can watch in the success story videos of your Dominic, right? He openly said the statement, and this is like a test statement for the power of the Q bank which we have, which is highlighting its importance as well. So you might feel challenging, you might feel difficulty, but everything is going to be worth it, right? So that is very, very important, and this practice is very much mandatory for going for the actual examination, right? So next is the conceptual revision. As I said, you will be having 200 plus hours of your fast track recorded lectures which is available, and that you're going to have a quick review before going for your examination, and 20 plus hours of NORCET recall session which is integrated with the previous year papers, and prediction series. So this prediction series was a very great hit last time also, and this time also we are hoping like it will be again a massive hit, where most of the questions will be directly from the prediction series paper, right? And 70 to 80 hours of clinical question discussion, that is the probable MCQ discussions, will be conducted. So next is the conceptual classes. As we discussed earlier, we will be having 600 plus hours of conceptual classes as we discussed, and these are the specific details of subject wise details of what are the conceptual classes you have. So you have for anatomy and physiology, we have Dr. Shrikant, and the OG faculty of Nursing Foundation, Ms. Sabina ma'am, and for applied biochemistry and nutrition, Mithilesh ma'am's lectures, nursing research, Chitra ma'am's lectures, and we have a good amount of conceptual lectures by all the mastermind faculties, including Dr. Sakshi Arora ma'am and Dr. Marva. So every video is going to add a lot of value for your preparation. So this is the detail of this, and this is the other faculties lectures, and next. And concept-based video assessment test, as we discussed earlier. Once you see the video, once you watch the video, so post video, you're going to give this CB-VAT, that is your concept-based video assessment test. Directly from the video you watch, you will be having an MCQ practice, and you're going to analyze whether you completely understood that video properly or not. Then, by doing this, you will be having a better retaining capacity as well. So that is the importance of these tests. And under conceptual practice, as we discussed in detail about it, we have 15,000 plus questions which is available in the Q bank for your practice, and nothing out of it is going to come. And your Strike 2.0, which is the combination of all your subject assessment test, mini test, grand test, national pre-NORCET examination, video based test, clinical based questions, everything is pooled inside your Strike 2.0. So conceptual practice through your question bank and your Strike 2.0. And these are the details of the conceptual practice. So first, like respective to anatomy and physiology, you have 14 number of tests, which is going to cover 280 questions. For example, coming to the major subjects, in nursing foundation, you have 62 tests, which is going to cover 1,240 questions. Coming to adult health nursing, you're going to have 78 tests, which is going to cover 2,340 MCQs, which is a very, very massive amount and good amount to have a very good practice before going for your actual examination. So this is going to add a great value. And other subjects and their respective test and the number of questions which they have. And next is the Strike Test 2.0. As we discussed earlier, Strike Test 2.0 is the combination of 22 comprehensive subject assessment tests, 5 image-based tests, 10 GTs, that is 5 prelims and 5 mains, and 6 clinical-based questions, and 28 mini tests. Again, I have reinforced about the importance of mini test, and 6 clinical based question test, and 2 national pre-NORCET examination, 1 N prelims and 1 N mains, and 14 grand tests. In that, 7 is going to be for the prelims and 7 is going to be for the mains. And next is 2 video based questions and 13 NORCET recalls, which is from 1 to 9.0. The combination of both mains and prelims paper will be classically available in front of you to have a quick review on the recalls. Right? Yes, this is NNL Hedu Hub in Jaipur, where the students who are watching and you want to experience the real-time experience of CBT, you can have a good approach to NNL Hedu Hub Jaipur or NNL Academy in Sector 62. So next is your central test and performance follow-up. This is again one of the most important highlighting feature, because once you give the test, like you should have a proper review, like where you stand, like either your score is up to the mark or not, or if you forget to give the test, you're missing some test, and our team is always behind you in order to motivate you to give the test, and in order to track you and review whether you have a proper progress in the test or not. After completing your test, each test you're going to have an important card, that is your score analysis, right? So where you're going to see overall test performance of how you have given the test, like number of correct questions, number of incorrect answer, how much negative mark you have got, how much question you have skipped. The detailed analysis and report will be in front of you, so that you can analyze yourself, like is the number of negatives is increasing, which is hindering my actual scoring, or the questions which I attempt is up to the mark or not, like how much questions I'm getting incorrect. Everything, every analysis you're going to get. Next is, and you're also going to get question report, right, which is going to show you your score and how much of time you spent in the paper. Next is your score analysis, like how much is correct, how much is incorrect, how much is skipped, everything you'll be able to identifying, and the score and time analysis, how much time you spent for that particular question. This much detailed report you can able to get after giving all your test series. Then where do you stand? This is again the most important part you have to know. Like we have lakhs of students who are studying from NNL platform. So all the students are going to give their test and you're going to analyze where you stand among this particular population. So again, this rank analysis is also a very, very important point. Next, again, the most important feature, that is your My Scorecard. So here what you're going to have is, this particular scorecard is an innovative method of analyzing yourself. Like, it is a manual method of analyzing yourself. So this scorecard you will be getting in the soft copy by your relationship manager, and what you have to do is you have to take a print of this particular scorecard and you are going to enter everything, like at what date you have given the test and what is the name of the test you have attempted and in which subject you have attempted and what is the topic and number of questions you have got. Like from the score analysis which you see from the app, you're going to enter it out. The number of questions I have attempted, the number of correct answers, incorrect answers, unattempted questions, and the time taken and the rank. So what you're going to do is, you're going to by own self, you're going to enter all these data and you're going to analyze yourself. So once you complete around 20 tests, you can able to analyze yourself. Like, you're going to do a self analysis, like what was your performance? Either it was pakka, it was okay, or it is not up to the mark. So you're going to do a self analysis of how I have given this test. So once you're going to manually enter these things, automatically your brain will reinforce that you are in the correct track, or you need an additional preparation, or you need to even strategically prepare more effectively. These kind of self motivation can come out of this manual entering of your scores and analyzing yourself, right? So this is very, very important. So all the subscribers should definitely have a printout and track your progress, right? So next is the conceptual revision, as we discussed, conceptual revision. And under conceptual revision, we have the Fast Track 9.0 lectures, which is available for you in the recorded form. So that is for your revision purpose, and you have all the faculties and the number of respective hours they have recorded, which is available in the app in the preloaded form, right? And next, conceptual revision and learning. That is one of the most important key feature, that is your NORCET Rapido crash course, which is a live crash course, as you all know, which is targeting your NORCET 10.0 examination. As I said you, it is a 3-month live exclusive crash course where you're going to have 4 hours of class in the evening. So why it was planned to have in the evening is, it will be compatible for all the working professional as well, in order to attend the class more effectively without any skipping. And this course will be offering a structured blend of concept clarity, where we are going to discuss important high yield one-liners, which is integrated from our Masterstroke Volume 3. And you're going to have the test, and post-test you're going to have the test and discussion as well, right? So the 3-way approach is, first is revising all the important one-liners, then you're going to practice with the test, then you're going to learn from the test and discussion by your subject experts. So the pedagogy is Pedagogy of Plan C plus English Prime Edition. The most important thing you have to notice, first is orientation sessions. We will be having a regular orientation sessions on every second Thursday and fourth Thursday of the month. Here we are going to come live with you, and I'm going to teach all the strategies. For example, how to reduce negative marking, how to approach the paper, all the important key strategies we are going to discuss with you in person, right? So examinations and competitive examinations is given by most of the people, but if you see back and if you analyze who have achieved the examination, it is the people who have planned strategically, utilized good strategies to appear before the examination, right? And daily live classes. As you all know, for the 3 months starting from January to March, you will be having daily live sessions. That is 6 days per week you're going to have daily live sessions, and assessment test after every subject conceptual revision. Once the 5 days of adult health nursing class is over, you're going to have a test, and post-test you're going to have a test and discussion by the faculties, which is also going to be live. And And test and discussion, as I said you, like post-test, you will be having test and discussion. That is also going to be live. And whenever you have any doubts, you're going to directly put and you're going to directly ask to the faculty. Next is Strike Test 2.0, one of the most important additional feature, and doubt session, which is integrated with your NORCET crash course. So conceptual revision and test series will be taking care. Adult Health Nursing by Ms. Priyadarshini, myself, and Dr. Sudhir Singh, who's going to take surgery for you people. And obstetrics and gynecology will be taken care by Dr. Vrinda. And pediatrics by Ms. Chitra Pandey. Pharmacology by Ms. Priyadarshini again. Mental Health Nursing by Dr. Ankit Goyal. Community by Mr. Muthukumaran. And Nursing Foundation by the OG faculty, Ms. Sabina Ali. Right? So that's how your lectures are going to be there. And the study material. So while collecting feedback from the students of Plan C+ English audience, like the previous subscribers, they have said, like, in accordance to the learning from the mastermind lectures, I feel more informative with the study material as well. So study material is again an important component which is going to add more value in your preparation. So we have 3 volumes of Masterstroke, as you all know. Masterstroke Volume 1, which is of 3 parts. That is an exclusive book for conceptual theory to strengthen your theoretical aspect. And your Volume 2, this time we have come with a Strike QB. Since the Strike was an ultimate hit, all the questions from the Strike test series are going to be incorporated in this book. Some like around 5,000 MCQs is going to be covered inside this book, and each and every MCQs is going to have its own rationales and explanations. And post these papers, you will be also having mock papers as well, right? So next is your conceptual revision book. This conceptual revision book is the one-liner book. This one-liner book is always integrated with your crash course, where the important one-liners from these book is going to be discussed in your crash course, right? So this is one of the important companion for the last minute revision, right? Before going for NORCET examination, never ever skip your volume 3 of NORCET, volume 3 of Masterstroke, right? Yes. So these are the highlights or salient features of the Masterstroke, where you have the recent advanced tabs. What are the recent advances in that particular topic? Everything will be listed in a green box, and figures and illustrations and flowcharts, which is going to make your memory retaining even more better. And NORCET topic trends. So we have compiled a list of topics based upon all the papers starting from 1 to 9, and we have analyzed the topics which have came to the examination, and we have also made a NORCET trend analysis, which is going to be available for you in the book. And these are the subject wise topic wise coverage of all the content is going to be there, and high yield points, which is very, very important for competitive examinations, are given in separate tabs. And know the term, which is one of the important feature, where the important terminologies are going to be listed and you're going to learn maximal from that. And the clinical correlations, if some particular condition which is going to have a close correlation with the clinical scenarios, you're going to have those things also. Extra edge, learning a step higher or improving your standard. And mnemonics, in order to have a quick memory. And next is your Strike QB. This is again a very new book which is coming for you under your volume 2 of Masterstroke. So it is integrated with all the major subjects, as you can see, including from anatomy and physiology till general knowledge. All the questions are going to be there in your Strike QB book. And the feature of the book is mastering every question, striking every exam, and subject wise and topic wise organized systematic learning MCQs of around 5,000 MCQs, as you all see. And 500 to 600 high quality image based questions is also integrated with your Strike QB book. And your Strike Zone tips of how to attempt the questions, and your retrospect and revised charts and answer keys and mock tests are added to enhance your practice even more in the better way, right? So these are the features of your Strike QB book, where you are going to have proper illustrations and explanations of difficult concepts and tables in order to have a concise view on view and learning, and flow charts, which is necessary for conceptual clarity as well, and the explanation of the distractors. Like all the questions in the Q bank, in the test series, whatever test you have in NLL, it is going to have the rationale for the correct answer as well as for the distractors, which is one of the most important feature you have to note. Next, under Masterstroke, Volume 3, how much amount of one-liners you're going to have? You're going to have around 5,000 plus high-yield one-liners, which you have to definitely touch and which you have to definitely look into before going for your actual NORCET examination. So again, you will be having figures, illustrations and flow charts and recent updates, high yield tables for the examination, which you have to definitely know, and mnemonics for better remembering. And next, along with that, you always know that you will be having mastermind handwritten notes. But I would suggest, like, definitely this is to strengthen your preparation. But after seeing all the conceptual learning videos, you have to definitely have a look into the video and you have to make your own handwritten notes. This handwritten notes, you believe it or not, that is going to be your Bhagavad Gita for all the competitive exams which you're going to prepare, right? So make sure in making your Excel, making your own proper handwritten notes, right? So quick revision with high yield e-notes, right? And orientation sessions, as I said you, live orientation sessions every second Thursday and fourth Thursday. Strategy of how to use the Plan C plus English effectively. Negative mark reduction strategies, progress review and reflection sessions, faculty interaction and question and answer masterclass, how to attempt the questions, how to build conceptual clarity and recalling power, and understanding NORCET blueprint and trend analysis. Everything will be taught by you people. And as you all know, doubt session is integrated with your crash course because it is going to be live and you're going to directly interact with the faculty, right? So that next is the Margdarshak by Margdarshak session, as I said you. Like, when you're going to learn from people who have already completed and achieved that particular stage which you are aspiring for, you're going to interact directly with the people who are working already in AIIMS as a nursing officer, and you're going to learn the strategies from them. You can ask whatever doubts you have, whatever strategies, whatever confusions you have, you can ask to them and you can interact with them and you can come up with the better solutions, right? So this is again one of the most important feature, because when you interact with the people who have already achieved for the thing which you are aspiring for, you can have a better exploration of the solutions. For example, these are the common questions which are asked by the students, like how can one effectively manage time for NORCET preparation while I'm working, and what are the best method or resources to practice effectively for NORCET examination, and how can I maintain confidence during preparation, especially when when I'm low or when the marks is low, how I should keep that same enthu in the preparation, and what is the ideal approach to building these strong concepts. Which subject should I give more emphasis on? Yes, obviously high yield subjects, like for example, the most important major subjects, you have to give more importance. And how can I minimize negative marking? How should be the preparation strategy for the first time NORCET aspirants? Yes, for example, you can directly interact with Dominic and you can able to find, like, at the first attempt how I approached and how I achieved, right? And what should be the approach for candidates attempting the exam multiple times? So I'm a candidate multiple times in clearing prelims, but I cannot clear mains. Where is the problem? Like, you can interact with them and you can learn their strategies. Despite clearing prelims consistently, why do some candidates struggle with mains? Yes, this is the case in many people. And which books and study materials are most recommended for NORCET preparation? Is guesswork is a good strategy for NORCET 9.0? Absolutely no. And how can I overcome previous failures and regain motivation for the further preparation? How should one begin NORCET preparation? And which subject should I tackle first? And as a fourth year student, undergraduate student, how I should start, from where I should start. So these are the common questions which is asked by the students, that means the NORCET aspirants, to the Margdarshaks, and they're going to genuinely share their strategy with you people in person. right? So that's how we came to the end of the launch of your Plan C Plus Prime English Edition. As you all know, we always follow the similar pedagogy starting from your conceptual learning, conceptual practice, and conceptual revision. So, conceptual learning, you're going to strengthen your theoretical knowledge with the mastermind lectures. Then comes your conceptual practice. With the help of QBank and Strike test series, you're going to strengthen your preparation. Then at last, you have your conceptual revision. So here you're going to have the fast track lectures and the most important part, your NORCET Rapido, right? Where you're going to have 4 hours of live lectures every day for 3 months in order to strengthen your preparation. So I hope you have completely explored about Plan C Plus Prime English Edition. So always the most important thing before preparing for any competitive examination is you might be a very intellectual person who can grasp everything easily, but the strategical preparation is very important. That strategy will be exclusively taught by us in all the aspects of your preparation, and choose wisely before going for your actual preparation. All the very best for your upcoming NORCET 10.0. Stay tuned with us.